to join us remotely from Paris.
Merci beaucoup et bonjour à toutes et tous, Monsieur le Secrétaire général des Nations Unies, Monsieur le Premier ministre, Shehbaz Sharif, Mesdames et Messieurs les chefs d'État et de gouvernement, Mesdames et Messieurs les ministres, Mesdames et Messieurs les ambassadeurs et représentants permanents. Merci d'avoir organisé cette conférence et de me permettre de prendre la parole devant vous pour témoigner le soutien de la France au Pakistan. Nous l'avons fait dès l'été dernier, lorsque le pire est arrivé, et je veux, après les images que nous avons vues, après les mots que vous avez eus, Monsieur le Premier ministre, et les témoignages du secrétaire général, dire la grande estime, l'admiration et la solidarité du peuple français à l'égard du peuple pakistanais. Votre peuple, votre gouvernement se sont mobilisés
to bear testimony to French support for Pakistan. Last summer, the worst happened. We saw this in the images that were presented. We heard this in the testimony of the Secretary General and the Prime Minister. The great esteem and respect of the French people has been won by the people and government of Pakistan when they were mobilized with great strength and courage after they saw and suffered the direct impact of climate change. I'd like to hail the World Bank, the UNDP, the United Nations, the Asian Bank for Development, and the 4RF, a high-quality matrix, a framework for deploying efforts for recovery with assistance from the international community in Pakistan. Secretary General, Prime Minister, you have laid out very clearly the impact of these floods on the population, infrastructure, on the economy, on homes, and the need that we see to help rebuild and handle the consequences on an international level. It is urgent, and it has been urgent since the first day. France has sent equipment and personnel to help people affected on the ground. 14 million euros was mobilized by the United Nations. A dozen countries across the world were mobilized to this end. However, 30% of the appeal launched by the United Nations has been met, and only 30%. Many needs remain, notably in the area of food, notably as temperatures fall during the winter season. France is meeting its responsibility with bringing a new contribution of 10 million for urgent aid in healthcare. The World Fund for fighting AIDS, malaria, and other diseases, France has supported this with another $10 million to bring to the people of Pakistan urgent material and need to meet their medical needs and to continue treatment. Another component is resilience, ensuring that the country has the ability to meet its needs. These problems will not vanish in the short term when a country is exposed to such a great shock. All of the institutions, financial institutions, must be able to mobilize to support more resilient recovery. As concerns France, adaptation to climate change is at the heart of our development policies, and 2 billion euros will be allocated by us each year in line with our international obligations, which the Secretary General reiterated just now. In Pakistan, we have decided to mobilize more than 300 million euros of projects that will be launched to meet the challenges of resilient reconstruction and therefore climate adaptation also. Finally, there is the goal to draw all of the necessary conclusions from what has happened and to accompany the authorities in Pakistan to conduct appropriate reforms and to ensure that that recovery and reconstruction is compliant with international financing systems. We saw a few weeks ago in Sharm el-Sheikh, and I'd like to say again, that we support the Bridgetown agenda in France. We discussed this with the Prime Minister of Barbados, and we would like to provide support to Pakistan in the short term in its negotiations with the financial institutions, the multilateral bodies, but more broadly also for Pakistan and for all countries in similar situations beyond the funds that were decided on loss and damage in Sharm el-Sheikh. We want to build greater bonds between the North and South with the goal of laying the foundation for World Bank-based reconstruction involving the IMF, also reforming international financial regulations in order to adapt internationally on the financial level to climate change. With the UAE also, and at the G7 and the G20, we want to ensure this is on the also. So these are the three key components that I wanted to mention at this conference, and I'd like to underscore that France is a member of the international group of countries supporting Pakistan, implementing international assistance, conducting reforms, and over the coming months we will, on a daily basis and for the long term, be providing the expertise, the financial support that you need. We will be shoulder to shoulder with the people of Pakistan and also learning from what has happened and adapting for the future. Prime Minister, on a personal level, I would like to offer our full support, and I would like to ask you that you can transfer to the people of Pakistan the support of France and the French people. Thank you.
Selamlıyorum. Değerli kardeşim Başbakan Sayın Şahbaz Şerif'e ve